pace with control of this race. Here comes a run from Davey Hazard. He blocks the 10. Not going to be enough. Ryan Pace is going to win at Talladega.
Curry trying to hold off Wilson. He's done a good job so far. Wilson, one last desperate attempt to the bottom. He won't get there. Nick Curry wins at Bristol.
Coming out turn number 2, coming down the back straightaway here. Looks like he's in a class of his own right now.
Merzlak, one final time, get around the 55, big time send.
He hits the wall, he hits it, he gets the lead, but can he hang on to it? Oh my goodness, he made it to the line!
Big push down the backstretch is going to give him a good run through the corners.
A little bit
Follow from the 1.
A little bit of contact there for second, but coming to the line, Toby Roberson's going to take home the checkered flag and victory here from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the United States Online Racing League Cup Series for the final time in NR 2003, live on JTN. We are so happy, so glad that you are joining us here this evening for what is a special event, what will be a great time. We got an action-packed race on the way. We got a star-studded booth tonight. It won't stay intact the whole night, but we got it here tonight. Hello and welcome, folks. My name's JoeTowNetwork, the dullest star of the bunch. So let's just go down our order here. Let's go ahead and start with my colleague for this evening. You've heard him on multiple calls this year, for the most part this year here on JTN. You know him, you love him. The one and only Mr. Joseph Weaver. Weaver, welcome back to the JTN booth, buddy.
Thanks for having me, Joe, and thanks everybody at home for tuning in tonight. Like he said, should be a good race. Got a lot of guys out here trying to win a big race. Got a lot of guys up in the booth want to tell you about it.
Another guy joining us here tonight. He was another large voice in bringing you the last 2 or 3 years. 2, it sounds about like the more accurate number, of USORL racing action. Of course, founder and host of Fast 29 and one of our newest additions to our team here on JTN, the one and only Mr. Chris Pickett. Welcome back, Chris.
To be with you here at Homestead. It's going to be a great race tonight. Looking forward to it.
You heard him here earlier this year on JTN. He joined us for Daytona. I believe Daytona again, and maybe Talladega, but just joined us a couple times. He's one of my co-hosts over on the Fake Racers podcast. You know him and love him. A champion here in the USORL Cup Series, Mr. Davey Hazard. Davey, welcome back to the booth.
How you guys doing? It's good to be back. It's good to be down here in Homestead, Miami. We're going to be crowning a champion tonight. And I just want to say thank you again for having me back in the booth, you know, with 2 very talented commentators and Joseph Weaver. Appreciate it.
When we said star-studded, I forgot to mention egos in the booth here tonight as well. I don't know if our final broadcast partner is here tonight.
The biggest ego of them all?
We might want to keep a muzzle on that one until he knows he's live, so.
Yeah, one of you guys can handle that, but Weaver, qualifying's over. We got about 10 minutes of happy hour here. Why don't you take us through tonight's starting lineup?
With pleasure, Joe, taking the pole with a time of 30.416. It's going to be the 46 car of DJ Harris. Outside row 1 is going to be the 95 of Zach Webster. Row 2 is the 4 of Zach Krastowski and the 31 of Noah Joyce. Row 3 is the 1 of Steven Merzlak and the 16 of Garrett Sidnor. Row 4 is the 18 of Ray Tustin and the 26 of Henrietta Bordeaux. Row 5 is the 07 of Jamie Zalecki and the 65 of Patrick Thompson. Row 6 is the 21 of Jeff Dixon and the 82 of Dewey Schramm III. All alone on row 7 is the 57 of Tommy Bordeaux.
Tommy was the closest to having the ability to dethrone Noah Joyce from the top of the point standings. However, too small of a field here tonight. We know for a fact that driver number 31 will bring home another USORL Cup Series championship to Primetime Racing here tonight in his Martini Toyota. Davey, you're the owner over there, of course. How important, in watching Noah this year, how important and how much growth did you first see out of driver number 31, and how special is it to win that final Cup Series championship here in NR?
Tell you what, over the last couple seasons, and especially this one, Noah Joyce has turned into quite the little race car driver. It's really cool seeing him become as fast as he has and become as cutthroat as he has. We even had our run-in, and I loved it. I loved every second of it. It made racing really fun. Obviously, I took a back seat on the driving side, given my quote-unquote professional move to iRacing. But it's really nice to see him competing so well, bringing back some hardware, and I can't wait to get back on track with him for next season in the Cup Series.
And Chris, I want to ask you, because you've been here just as long as about any of us, longer than at least myself. Noah is a driver, it was only 2 seasons ago that he got his first USORL Cup Series victory, and now 2 seasons later, a champion of the series. How impressed have you been from afar seeing the growth out of driver 31? If Chris unmutes, if he's even there. There he is.
Sorry, Joe. There we are. Sorry about that. I'm just talking away, and I forgot to mute myself. Sorry about that. No, unfortunately I didn't really get to see him very close up. He was always lapping me, but it's been great to see. First of all, the first win at Daytona was awesome, and then to just see, as you said, just kind of the progression of his craft over the last several seasons, in pretty much every USORL series that he's ran. He's become a factor everywhere, and it's been awesome to watch.
Joe, to that point, I think we see it a lot in sports where it's kind of that bubble that once you finally break out of that bubble, the sky's the limit. I think we kind of saw that with Noah Joyce. He just had to break that egg, get that first win out the way, and he's really just been setting sail ever since, getting better by the race.
Find your niche, find your group, find your people. Sometimes the biggest thing in auto racing. Now, here at the top of the show, I mentioned it, last race here in NR 2003 for the USORL Cup Series. I don't think it's for the league as a whole. You guys are more in tune with that than I am. But with that being said, Noah, the master video editor that he is, put together a special tribute to the USORL here in NASCAR Racing 2003 season. Let's take a look.
I've been walking in the same way as I did, missing out the cracks in the pavement and tutting my heel and strutting my feet. Is there anything I can do for you, dear? Is there anyone I could call? No, and thank you, please, madame. I ain't lost, just wondering. Round my hometown, memories of phrase. Round my hometown, ooh, the people I've made. wonders of my world, how the wonders of my world, how the wonders of this world, how the wonders and now.
What kind of exit he gets? Oh,
Oh,
they're gonna be so close.
Davey
Oh, he
really
gets loose!
That's gonna move Burzlak to the lead of the championship.
Oh, there goes Noah Joyce. Noah Joyce looking to the inside now. He's looking for his first ever USORL Cup Series win.
Comes off turn 4, but Barnes to the inside. Barnes can't quite get there.
Coming to the checker flag. Oh, no, all three of them around.
Tommy's gonna throw it in deep here. Davey's gonna throw it in deep too. Davey has to get to the grass. Kobe gets to the grass. They're both sideways.
Looks like he can coast from here. He's gonna do it. Sean Whitehill's gonna win at Michigan. Oh my goodness.
Here comes Tommy Bordeaux with the 57 to steal.
From my hometown, memories are fresh. From my hometown, ooh, the people I met, yeah. Do dilly da 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 da, yeah. Do dilly da 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 da, do 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 do, oh, yeah. How the wonders of my world, how the wonders of my world, how the wonders of this world, how the wonders of my world, of my world, yeah, of my world, of my world, yeah.
And again, a big thank you to Noah Joyce for allowing us first off to play that clip. You can also go check it out. We have it pinned at the top of the chat. If you haven't gone over there, throw a like on the video. Give him a sub too. Fantastic videographer here in NR 2003. A dying talent in the sim space right now. But see Tim in chat, Will in chat. Welcome in. Will wearing his service blues tonight. Thank you, Will, again for your service. I'm gonna keep. I think we got it. Can we all like count of 3 say thank you, Will? Is that you guys good with that?
On a count of
Sure.
3? Or
That's
On a
it.
count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Will.
Davey
As
jumped and started
always,
again. Look at that.
Yeah, look at
What?
Davey jumping a restart.
Yeah,
Where have I seen that
throw
before?
Throw back to
Indy.
Indy where I didn't. I feel like DW right now, defending actions from my past.
Tim and his
When
Said
they-
that all night, buddy.
You guys see that at the SRX broadcast? They showed Dale Earnhardt wrecking DW, and DW
Oh, yeah,
still looked
the,
just as mad. That like,
the match race. That was
like
great.
he looked just as mad. That's awesome. I love that.
That's a racer, man. That's a racer.
Mm-hmm.
I know I plan on putting together, for folks behind the scenes, I want to put together our top 10 USORL moments on JTN. Don't know when that'll come out. Don't hold me to a timeline there, but if you guys have USORL moments that you'd like to share in chat, of course, put them in chat. We'd love to hear them. I'm sure it would invoke some memories in Davey and Chris's minds specifically. Weaver, I don't want to speak for you, but I know my brain isn't as in tune with big moments at the USORL as those two. Am I saying things awkwardly? I think I'm saying things
Nope,
awkwardly.
you're not. You're doing
All
great.
I can think about is when you gave me a shout out about Fast 29, then I immediately put my truck in the tire barrier at Topeka. That's my highlight on JTN.
As we get the command, DJ Harris going to lead us to green in the 46. It'll be Zach Webster to the outside, Zach Krastowski and Noah Joyce on row number 2. Row 3, the 1 of Steven Merzlak, and the 16 of Garrett Sidner back behind the wheel of a Ford tonight. Row 4 sees the 18 of Ray Tustin and the 26 of Henrietta Bordeaux. And rounding out your top 10 tonight, JP Selecki in the 07, and then the 21 of Jeff Dixon. The 82 of Dewey Schramm and the 57 of Tommy Bordeaux round out your field of 12 here this evening. The final USORL Cup Series race here in NR 2003. It's been a journey. It's been a ride. We close one door. We'll open another at the end of tonight. Green flag. We're underway here from Homestead.
On the way through turns 1 and 2, DJ Harris going to pull out to a nice 3-car length lead here.
That'll still.
Some of the guys in the garage this afternoon during practice. This track is really loose on cold tires, so we'll see how they navigate these first couple laps.
Krastowski to the inside of Webster for second spot. Webster loose off the corner, had Noah Joyce all over his back bumper. That car looks a little loosey-goosey here, Davey.
Oh, we got one on the wall. Garrett riding that outside wall right now. Still having trouble.
Back was in the wall as well.
That's exactly what I was going to say, though, guys. This track, you want to run near the top. It is going to be loose, but that wall will suck you right in. Especially on corner exit, middle of the corner where the car just wants to slide. It doesn't want to give you the grip. And you will be fighting that until the tires are able to warm up here.
Sounds pretty rude.
I agree. I had monumental problems with this racetrack when I would race here. Someone that you're going to see, he was just in the wall. Someone to keep an eye on here. Maybe not in the next 5 laps, not in the next 10, probably the next 20 laps. Before the end of this fuel run, Jeff Dixon always has a really great long run car here. He will find himself up there, up front by the end of this fuel run if we stay green. He has his car is always a rocket ship when we come to Homestead, Miami.
Merzlak had a little run-in with the wall there in 3 and 4. Stacked him up just a little bit. Let Garrett get back.
Krastowski gets loose in front of Noah Joyce. Joyce into the outside wall. 4, 5, 6 cars going to go on by the 31 here. There goes Dewey Schramm to the inside as well.
Oh, trouble.
Oh, car.
Takes out Garrett.
Oh, the whole field.
Ray Tustin.
It's raining.
The track is wet.
Schramm, Henrietta, she's in it. It's the big one at Homestead, Miami.
That was about the most chaotic. I'm not going to say the W word, but I want to call that we've had a wreck here in a while.
Looks like a little bumper grab maybe off the back of Zach Webster with Merzlak there going into 3.
See a replay of it?
Yep.
How did Dewey get involved in this?
Well, he was loose on entry already, and it just kept on coming around.
On board with Dewey Schramm here, going down to turn 3. Get a good view of this incident up to the right. There you see the one car sideways.
He had it missed, and it just came around on the bottom.
Yeah, it looks like he might have just got a little scared of that big wad of cars. Started coming down. You saw Tustin kind of starting to fade down. Might have tried to pull it lower and went around on him.
Yeah, I mean, you're already on ice down there on the bottom. That is not the preferred line at this racetrack. Having a distraction will not help that at all.
Towards the back, Henrietta Bordeaux just trying to slow down, avoid the wreck, ends up sliding around.
Yeah. So Lecky came flying in there.
And that was, he was. And that was all caused, it's a very prominent thing in NR where the weight shift on corner entry can really bring you around.
That weight shift, it could be dangerous too for the drivers, right?
Oh, we have contact on pit road?
Yeah, Henrietta was spun around in the pits.
Backward.
Oh, Dewey's going around now, too.
Oh, Henrietta was trying to come in the pits, and Garrett Sidnor was trying to come in too, and they made contact coming in. I think Henrietta was also trying to pit backward, and it wouldn't take it, so she had to turn around.
Oh,
there it is. Action under caution even here. This is great.
Put on a show for us.
Absolutely. Yeah, Dewey got in the grass coming out of the pits.
Big break for Noah Joyce. He's going to be restarting outside row 1 after slipping back there with the contact Zach Rostowski.
Yeah, they're doubled up here, so I think we're going to get the restart here.
Zach Webster to the inside. Tommy Bordeaux there in the outside of row number 2 with Zach Krasowski to his inside. Outside line in the dominant lane. Green flag back underway. Come to lap 7 of 134.
Oh, like an old school restart. 3 cars on the bottom, kind of like a lap down. Everybody else on the outside.
We do have the choose cone here. Definitely going to see a lot more pig on the outside, but there is some spots to be gained if you think you can handle that bottom.
No, Joyce takes over the lead there off of turn number 2. Clears Zach Webster, that 95 car. It looks wicked loose here in the first couple laps until he gets some heat in the tires. Here comes Tommy Bordeaux looking for one more win here this year. Looking to the inside of Noah Joyce down the front straightaway.
Now, if you ask anybody else in this field, they're going to tell you that outside line is preferred. But you go to that hauler of the 57, Tommy Bordeaux, he's going to tell you the inside line is where to be. That's where you see him now trying to make this pass for the lead.
Made it work, but here comes Joyce back at him down the backstretch going into 3.
Momentum paying off for the 31 to the inside. Corners 3 and 4. Slider up in front of the 57. Noah Joyce back to the point. Let's see if Bordeaux tries a crossover.
They're just crossing each other up straightaway after straightaway, Joe.
Davey, why is that?
Well, I think they want to establish control of the race lead. They're also good friends. That could be a part of it. But, I mean, it's important to get the track position here. When you have a track where one lane is kind of dominant, you can defend a lot easier up front than...
Oh, Dewey Schramm!
Oh, we got a car around!
DJ.
Big crash again.
Again.
Jimmy's a lucky spins.
Ooh. Good hit for that outside wall for Jamie. They asked him to bring out our second yellow of the night.
Billy Schramm gets loose in front of Harris in the 46. Going down the corner, get a replay. Garrett Sidner also involved in this one, and he saw Zalecki.
Wrong place, wrong time for Sidnor there.
Yeah, a tough break for DJ Harris, who sat on the pole, of course, and seemingly had speed in that 46 car.
Yeah, some real speed. Is qual time almost a whole tenth faster than the next guy.
Yeah, he took a shot to that driver's side door there. That's quite a bit of damage there, I think.
He might have a little bit. He might have a little bit of a problem following the cars in front on the straightaways, but none of those hits look so hard that they're going to end anybody's day. Kind of like that first wreck. I think maybe they're, down but not out.
Yeah, the biggest one I'd be concerned about here is Jamie Zalecki. Really, you see that rear end damage. That's just going to amplify any problems he might have with being loose on these corners.
Maybe you want to bet that they're putting Wedge back in that 07 car?
If they're smart, that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's my boss. I could go ask him. Ask him real quick.
Don't ask him if, ask him how much.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not gonna be an if. It's a how much. Absolutely.
Race off pit road. Joyce able to win it. Looks like Webster got to get out in front of Bordeaux.
Would you say he had a fast stop there, Joe? I'll mute myself.
I wouldn't say that for the record.
Okay.
For the record, off the record, that might say it.
Oh, what's happening
Oh,
here?
Tommy.
Oh,
Catching up to the pace car a little too fast, fellas.
Where's the base car?
I think Henrietta stayed out. Henrietta Bordeaux. They were trying to catch up to her, and I guess she was just waiting, and everybody caught her real quick on the backstretch.
Maria getting a lap lead here soon. She's going to be looking to come down this time.
Valuable points, Weaver.
Last race of
Hey.
the year.
Every
counts.
point matters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, Baskin Robbins car. I've never asked this question before, I don't think. Favorite flavor of ice cream? Go down the line. Start with Weaver.
Butter pecan.
Chris?
Cookies and cream, man.
Davey?
Coffee.
Wow.
Coffee.
That's
Wow.
got a good spread there.
That's cool. I'd get one of each of those, actually.
Yep.
There's
You
no
guys-
wrong answers there.
No.
Have any of you guys ever tried cookie butter?
Yes.
Okay. There's
Yes.
an ice cream place. There's an ice cream place in Jacksonville, Florida, that has it's like vanilla ice cream with like clumps of cookie butter in it. It is delicious. It's the most delicious thing I've ever tasted.
All right. Field trip, guys. They can do this without us.
Hey, next time you guys are in Daytona, drive on up.
Let's go.
John says vanilla in chat, folks.
Oh, gosh.
Let's boo
Listen.
John.
John.
Now, it can't be. There's no way it's your favorite. I do respect a good vanilla.
I like a
But
good
there's-
French vanilla.
There's no
French
way
vanilla's
it can
good.
be your favorite.
Vanilla bean is very good. It's got
I'll
the
accept.
specs in it.
Yep. I'll accept French vanilla or vanilla bean.
Yes.
We're coming to green here.
Yep. And now I'm hungry.
Yep. Same.
Sorry.
No choice with control into the restart zone, and back away we go. Green flag once again here, 13 of 134.
Oh! Little jam up at the back of the pack. Almost had a wreck, but we're good.
Oh, Shram wanted to thread the needle. They're 3 wide at the back.
Oh, Hen!
26
Hen.
Henrietta loose. She's gonna
Oh, no, it's
save
Dick Dixon
Jeff
around in the
Dixon
wall.
hard in the wall.
And that's going to be a yellow.
Yes,
That's a
yes.
that is a contender right there.
That was a hard shot for Dixon there.
Live, see it again.
Just an awkward restart there, Joe. It was a lot of stuff happening toward the back there.
You had too many cars coming off the pit lane still, right? I mean,
They were trying to
Yeah.
catch up, yeah.
Couple cars still catching up. A lot of confusion. Looks like Henrietta kind of had a little wheel spin there on the initial start.
so back under caution for the third time tonight.
Yeah, let's get back to the important stuff, guys.
Ice cream.
More ice cream talk. Yeah.
Waffle cones or cake cones or no cone?
Waffle cone.
Gotta be. If
What's
I'm
a,
doing
what's
cone,
a
it's
cake
waffle.
cone?
Yeah.
You know what a cake cone is?
I mean, I ain't never heard of a cake cone.
We gotta culture you, buddy. We gotta go to a nice
It's-
ice cream shop.
It's pretty
I
much
mean, it doesn't-
just like the ice cream cone that they'd have at like McDonald's or like the basic cone at Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
That's a cake cone.
Oh, okay. So okay,
Yeah.
I just didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah.
I will say lately, cake cone's been my go-to.
Those are good. I feel like a waffle cone's a commitment. Like it's kind of big.
Yes.
You commit to something. I feel like those, if you just want a nice little treat.
Mm-hmm.
You guys tried the Oreo ones yet? Like the actual Oreo branded ones?
No,
Oh, dude.
that sounds amazing.
It's like
go-
the cone is actually made out of Oreos.
Oh my god,
Oh, it's good.
Good.
dude.
I can get
Yeah.
down with that.
I can get down with that for sure.
Yes.
See,
The main thing go ahead, you got.
I was gonna say I'm just on the opinion that the cookie part is the best part of the Oreo, not the cream.
Can confirm. Yes.
Agreed. I agree.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite parts about a cake cone. This is an unbelievable conversation to have during a race where things are happening. My favorite part about the cake cone is like at the bottom, it's kind of like waffled out, but like in the cake. So like all the ice cream gathers at the bottom and like a little. It's like a little receptacle, but it's like a bunch of small.
Yes!
It's like a honeycomb receptacle for it.
Yes.
You just
And
take
so,
a
like,
good
when
big
you-
bite out of that.
Yep, and it's like
My
ice
man,
cream
yes.
filled. Oh man,
You are speaking my language.
I feel like if all of the Cake Cone was like that, I would prefer Cake Cone overall.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the freezer that's over here real quick. See what we got.
What's the closest Dairy Queen to the racetrack? Don't ask Dewey.
There's gotta be one close.
Is Dewey not like ice cream
Dewey
either?
would know.
No, Dewey just
He'll
doesn't do
probably
anything
just
to a
park it and
racetrack. He'll
leave.
just go home, yeah.
Please don't. Let's not make fun of him for that tonight. Not on this night.
Hey, Tommy Bordeaux, DJ Harris, Henrietta Bordeaux, all choosing to stay out this time around.
Stephen Murr's like
Joey's
coming in
gonna
the
be
pits the
first on
second
first
time
tires.
here. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
All good, all good.
He's coming back in.
Now I wonder if he's just topping off fuel, if it's going to be a fuel thing, or if he's getting tires to maybe maybe get a warmer set on there. Because these guys that stayed out, I'm sure a lot of them will be fine, but it is going to be sketchy on those extra cold tires come restart time.
Look like just a gas and go for the one.
They just topped it off.
Excuse you.
Guys, he took 4
Thank you.
tires on his first
Hard to think they're going too deep into the strategy this early. Still got 100 and some odd laps left.
We still got plenty of ice cream talk to do here. Ways to go.
We got whole categories of dessert to go down.
We do. Stay tuned, everybody. It's going to be a delicious show.
Will says there's one 3 miles away.
Okay.
3 miles away?
Well, we know where we're going.
Thank you, Will.
Hey, I think Bristol can handle it if we go right now.
Yeah. Will, can you save us a booth there?
Well,
He'd probably
Will's
fly
about
there.
Will's about as far away in Florida. Well, he ain't in Florida. He's just about, though.
Florida adjacent.
Without
Yeah.
being in Florida, he's as close as you can get.
Yeah, it's all the same up there.
He's basically in Florida too.
Florida, too. Hey, restart coming up.
Tommy Bordeaux with control. DJ Harris to the outside. Noah Joyce, Henrietta Bordeaux, Zach Webster, Zach Krastowski, Zach and Zach Attack back on row number 3. Bordeaux with control. Back away we go. Green flag. Lap 17 and 134.
Like a lot cleaner restart as we go down into turn 1 here.
Joyce to the inside, battle for the lead. 1 car in the wall. It's Jamie Zalecki. We stay green. Henrietta Bordeaux now into the outside wall there. Oh, Dewey Schramm.
Oh! He's going to keep it straight. Impressive job by all of those drivers not getting their cars turned around backwards.
Hearing all that, Noah Joyce takes over the lead from Tommy Bordeaux here. Fresh tires, and he's got 2-car buffer between him and the next car with fresh tires.
Lurking in third. He kind of had an accident earlier, but showing the speed that he showed in qualifying, DJ Harris, he's lurking back there.
Yeah, just had to get that track position back. Good time to make that strategy call, stay out. Got you the track position, now you just got to keep it up here.
Bordeaux still committing to that unconventional bottom line through both ends of this racetrack. Most of the field up near the wall. Now, you know, Davey, I think you were trying to talk about it, and then we were so rudely interrupted by a big crash. But Tommy likes to walk his own path. I think anyone that knows Tommy Bordeaux knows that he is a man that will do what he wants, and he doesn't care what you think, and he doesn't care what the best way or the agreed upon way to do it is. He's going to do it his way, come hell or high water. Would you agree with that assessment, and why do you think that is?
I would agree. Tommy's really good. Tommy drives with a lot of conviction, and that can help him and that can hurt him. I think sometimes at Homestead that's something that's going to hurt more, just because my experience with running the bottom at Homestead hasn't ended well. And overall, I mean, you see the field, they're all running the top side. But who knows, man? Maybe they put in some work in the garage, at the shop, in practice, to get this car. Ooh, just barely squeezes. No, they're going to remain side by side. But who knows? They may have made adjustments to that car to kind of fit Tommy's needs as far as his driving style. But yeah, drives with a lot of conviction, and you see that right now. He is fighting tooth and nail for the lead with Noah Joyce.
Also saw Dewey Schramm with a big moment off of turn number 4, almost kebabbed himself on the pit lane wall.
Yeah, that kind of started going into 3. Zach Webster got into the outside wall going into 3 and got stuck up there, and Dewey tried to take a little evasive action. And, yeah, kebab's a good word, as he spins off turn 4 right in front of Webster.
think it was a single car spin. He's going
was.
to keep it in the wall. He should be able to get it turned around here. Ooh, a bunch of cars in the wall.
I like riding the wall.
They do, and it doesn't really hurt you that bad if you scrape the wall here. It's not like it's not like the Gen 6 cars in real life where you get a tire rev. You can kind of bounce off them, not lose a bunch of speed or damage the car.
Boy, they did a great job of fixing that 46 up, guys. He's back in front.
A big pass for the lead there through turns 3 and 4 for DJ Harris. Noah Joy's going to try and look low here through turns 1 and 2, though. Don't think he's got the momentum to make the pass this time. Ooh.
Woo.
Tight racing here at Homestead between our front runners. Looks like Zach Krastowski wants a piece of it, creeping up there in 4th. Noah Joy, stay out of that wall, young man.
I just love seeing all the different lines that everybody runs through the corners and then they go right back into single file down the straightaways to draft. One of the fun parts of this track.
Joe, you talk about Tommy Widow walking his own path, making his own path. I think the best example of that really set it apart. This man will spend a week at a airport in Phoenix just to save himself 37 cents.
Unfortunately, it's not going to save him. It's not going to save him a 3rd position. Zach Krastowski on the charge right now. Showing a lot of confidence in his car, running that top line, not deviating from it, running his own race, just what he needs to do here.
Merzlak now looking to the outside in that Powerade Ford.
Merzlak putting it right on that wall.
There was
big
smoke.
Moment for DJ Harris. There's
Zach.
smoke. Zach Webster going to smack the inside wall. He's going to be fine. Someone must be grilling on the front stretch, Joe.
Let me tell you.
Somebody bring that truck back from Kentucky that one. It was Jamie Zalecki spun off turn 4. That's what that smoke was, guys.
Looks like he's going to bring it down to pit road, get a new set of tires on that 07 race car.
Hate to see that for him. He's been struggling all night in that car.
Car on the outside wall. It looks like it's the 18 Ray Tustin.
He's been doing that at both ends, and it seems to have been working for him. He's staying right with this group every time he does it.
Sometimes you just gotta give it a little love tap, you know, remind it that you're there for it.
And there he goes again. He still stays right with him.
Even tried to go to the inside of Zach Krastowski to make a pass, but Garrett Sidnor cut off that hole. Now Steven falling back.
That's what happens when you start to run a little bit lower than the top line. It's just not as good of a line. You see Tommy right now way behind this pack of race cars. It's not easy to run the bottom or even the middle at this racetrack.
Especially now once we've gotten a few laps into this run. You know, you can make it work on fresh tires, but the longer you go, the worse the wear gets on those tires. It ain't going to be as feasible to run lower than that top line.
Yep, closing here for the 3rd spot. Sidner now trying to apply some pressure to the back. Krastowski. 4 versus 16, again for the 3rd position out there on track. Still Harris and Joyce 1-2. Tim asks, question for the JTN crew, do you plan on doing iRacing casts with USORL? So, like, we haven't added, like, casts for your arm or legs to the JTN merch store just yet. If that's what you're asking.
Oh, Garrett's going around in turn 3.
Oh, no.
Just misses Ray Tustin, but that's a hard hit into the outside wall.
I don't know how that was a single car, but it is. Wow.
Caution is out.
Hopefully Garrett doesn't need a cast. We don't have any.
Joe, what are you waffling about?
Don't worry about it. Saw a replay there.
Man, that was a That was close to being a bigger incident, Joe.
Ray floored it, getting away from him through the corner there. Almost ran over Zach Kostowski trying to avoid it.
On board with driver number 18. Visor cam.
Not anything you want to see.
Tim, to answer your question in chat in a not smarmy way, we hope to. We want to. We just have to figure it out still.
I do have a new JTN product idea, though, but you'll have to tune into the Fake Racers podcast to hear about it.
Content integration.
Tune in this week. I will talk about the product idea. I think it's such a good idea that I told the Fake Racers podcast boys to remind me when we do our cold open to talk about it.
I'm intrigued now.
Trying to find my Fake Racers podcast notes for this week, but I can't find them.
Garrett Sidnor overshot the pit there.
First pit stall, always reigning supreme. DJ Harris going to come out on top. Joyce second. Zach Kostowski third. Largely unchanged lineup as we roll out of pit road.
I think Ray Tustin may have got some damage repair. He fell back.
Well, he only hit the wall about 4 times there on that run.
That is true.
Despite being fast.
Exactly.
They were definitely pulling some fenders out on that car.
Looks like they need to pull out a couple more. It's still kind of pushed in there.
Would you even... I mean, do you even want to worry about repairing that damage? The car still looked fine. It still looked like he was fast.
You do. At intermediate tracks and bigger, you do want to pull that out. I think any bit you can get helps here, especially in a track that degrades the tires like this one with the tire wear and the tire fall off. You don't want any sort of force acting on the race car or the tires that's going to hinder that for you.
Going back to the restart, Harris with control, Joyce to the inside, Merzlak, Krastowski, Bordeaux, your top 5, green flag. We're back underway, coming to lap 33 of 134. Now Joyce, big run there off the bottom, gets loose off of turn number 2. Now it's a drag race down into turn 3. Battle for the lead still on here, just over half a lap back underway. 46 gets a little loose there through the center, holds on to it. Momentum going to carry Harris back to the lead. He solidifies it. Working lap 34.
You know, something that I always notice when I'm in a race and there's a caution flag, maybe not particularly right before we get to green flag pit stops, but long enough into a green flag run to show the fall off, completely can change the complexion of the race. Everyone's going to have an idea of what their cars will do in the long run, and they'll make adjustments accordingly, and they'll have a chance to on pit road, just like they did just now. So I'm excited to see what cars that maybe had problems on that run, Zach Webster, Tommy Bordeaux. I'm excited to see how they handled this run moving forward.
What kind of adjustments do you make between the ears, Weaver? I mean, in this situation, you got some guys, you know, we talked about Tommy being one that maybe a little too stubborn and running a line that might not be advantageous as the run goes on, but what kind of adjustments do you make between the ears based off of that run, like Davey said, compared to the adjustments you make for the car?
Well, I think you really just got to take into account how you were running and where you were progressing through that run. If you feel like you were falling off too quickly, you're going to have to know you got to back it down to have a chance to win this race. Or maybe you think you got to push it just a little bit. It all depends really how you're feeling, how that run felt for you specifically.
a little too high through 1 and 2 that time. Webster's going to get by him for 4th.
Zach Webster making that slow march back towards the front of the field after starting on the front row here tonight. 3-car breakaway, though, at the front. It's Harris, Joyce, and Krastowski.
All 3 of those guys running within less than a tenth of each other last time by.
And Chris, I mean, when you see the top 3 kind of breakaways, Joyce really hard into the wall that time in turn 1. Still loose. He's going around.
Oh, contact.
That'll be a yellow.
Oh, look out, guys. Look out, guys. Oh, Henrietta's
around.
Oh.
Wow. Gonna just miss him.
Smoke screen on the backstretch. Everybody else seems like they avoided it.
Wow, Henrietta just missed Noah Joyce there. Oh my goodness, that was Sean Core level.
Okay. That's not fair. That was about the dumbest thing I've ever seen today, but not this.
That's one reference,
more so in terms of the panic than anything.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
Yes.
It's never good when you hear Phil Parsons and Trevor Bain just freaking out. See the replay here from high above.
Wow. Everyone,
wow, look how close that was. Wow.
Even Henrietta, who was spinning down to the inside, she also did a great job missing that. Wow.
Go on board with 26. Driving car just breaks loose there.
Just a 360 and just kept on going.
On board with Sidner.
Tell you what, that's a lot of smoke, Joe. I right on board with Sidnor there. I couldn't tell where he was going.
I think Jeff Dixon had a pretty fun path through that one as well.
Second place guy has a problem.
Uh-oh.
Everybody's got to figure out how to miss it.
On board with 21.
Which way? You're right. Good job.
He's taking his own little bus stop back there, huh?
There's a little chicane.
I don't
Tell you
think...
what, it is a dice roll whether you want to follow the smoke into a wreck or not sometimes.
Who's following the... I follow the smoke. Who else? Anyone else up here following the smoke every time? All right, just me.
Depends.
I try to get out of the way of the smoke if I can guess which way the smoke's going.
If I can't see, like if it's all the way across the track, I just stop. But if I see a spot where the smoke isn't, I go for it.
I always point my car directly towards the car spinning the first moment I see it.
And all 3 of those could work. Man, the track crew did a really good job of cleaning up the rubber back there.
It's crazy, you know?
I'm impressed.
So Harris with control for the race start. Urzlak elects to take the bottom there to start on the front row. Then, again, Zach and Zach on row number 2 with Krastowski and Webster for 95. Noah Joyce after the spin back there on row number 3. Jeff Dixon to the outside. Then the rest of the field lined up single file on the outside, led by Henrietta Bordeaux in the 26. Going back to lap 42 of 134.
Like Tommy Bordeaux might have done some extra work on his car. He's back a little further.
And back away we go. Green flag once again here from Homestead. Restart for the 46. Harris, he is clear. They're 3 wide for third. Krastowski falling back there in the middle off at corner number 2. Merzlak loosen up the racetrack. Here comes Noah Joyce looking for the second spot once again. Joyce going to slide up in front of the one of Steven Merzlak. He'll retake the second spot. One car, though, not going to give it up without a fight. Back down to turn 1. Merzlak on the bottom.
Tell you what, Noah Joyce wasted absolutely 0 time getting back up to where he was when he spun out.
I guess we have seen that if your car will work on that inside, if you restart there, you can definitely gain some positions. That's exactly what Noah did. Restart on the inside of the third row.
And that's a great point, Chris. It is really important to have the car that you think can do both. It's hard to have that here at Homestead, but it's important to have the car that can do both because it leads to moments like that. He's back up in the wall. Goodness. It leads to being able to make those moves on restarts, being able to make a lot of ground, get some track position real quick when the cars are all bunched up like that on the restart.
Krastowski and Joyce close there off of turn number 4. Almost some contact, but they keep it going. Merzlak also right there in that battle. And Zach,
Tell you what, not only is this 46 fast, but it's looking smooth out here. Aside from that early troubles, he's been able to get the lead, pull a nice gap here, and just kind of cruise out here. I had to say something. He's going around.
Scattering. I think everyone's gonna miss him.
caution out for the 6th time tonight.
He got Weavered. He got Joseph Weavered.
Man, there is no way that just happened.
That ain't the JTN Jinx. That's just Joseph Weaver.
He got Joseph Weavered.
Oh, man. Clip it.
Everybody behind him did a great job of avoiding it. Merzlak did get the wall a little bit, so did Joyce. Joyce got the wall real hard there.
Few drivers choosing to go to the pits late there. Almost got a couple run-ins with the wall.
A few, yeah, like you said, Chris, a few hard hits on the outside wall. Man, you know, okay, you guys, let's say you guys are crew chiefs. What are you telling your driver right now? Because I'm telling my driver, you got to keep all four wheels under it. I don't care how fast you are. If you keep wrecking it, you're not going to have a car at the end to finish with.
Risk versus reward, man. I mean, you're fast up on the high side, but that bottom's got nothing really. We've only seen Tommy kind of run down there a little bit, but I mean, safest place is down there, but that's not the fastest place.
Yeah, I think if my driver is one of these guys that keeps getting up in that wall, I'm telling him, keep it about a half lane off of it. You don't have to run right up against it to be the fastest. You can keep it, half lane down, quarter lane down, and just keep it clean because we're seeing a lot of drivers get in the wall, get in the accident. This is going to be a race of nutrition here as the race goes on tonight.
I mean, Davey, you want me to put it exactly in the words I would tell you if I was your crew chief and you kept screwing up like that?
What would you tell me?
I would tell you to stop.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Huh. We don't understand that as drivers, Joe.
I mean, I'll do the driver turned commentator thing. Oh, I'm the driver. I didn't think of that. Why would I think of that? Yeah. I'm just gonna set it off for turn one, barrel down the wall.
in actuality, though, it's a lot about managing the expectations of the driver, right, and trying to reset that mind to say, hey, I still have so many laps left. I don't need to take this unneeded risk, and that's what a lot of times you see guys get in trouble. That's what we see here on JTN all the time. Guys getting in trouble as we're back green. It's Merzlak with a good takeoff once again. He'll be clear. Krastowski's going to move up into that outside line there. Noah Joyce going to look for third. But when we see guys make mistakes, it's because they're, you know, going a little over their heads at that point, or they're being a little too aggressive a little too early in the race. As Noah Joyce, okay, third to first, he can do it in that 31, battling for the lead here into turn 3.
You were saying, Joe? Here he comes. Oh, Merzlak's loose.
He's loose. He's going to be able to gather it up here just about, I think.
They tussed into the outside there, looking for second. Big bump to the back of the 31.
Wow. Boy, he got a heck of a run off 4 there.
David, did he throw some tape on that grill?
It certainly looks like it. Noah Joyce noticeably running a lane lower from the top lane that he was running earlier. That might be on purpose, Joe.
You think?
He's listening to his crew chief.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying.
Give up some speed now, right? Don't. No need to get yourself in a bad situation with still over 50 laps left. Merzlak back to the inside.
Oh, it's Jamie again. He has no back end now.
That's kind of rude.
Rough night for that 0-17. Steve Merzlak's going to barely clear Noah Joyce. Noah Joyce is going to fight back to the outside.
I love it when I see these race car drivers do that. They make an aggressive move to kind of come up in front of somebody, and then they're like, oh, wait, I was clear, but I don't feel good about that. Let me get back out your way. Got to be aggressive. You got to be definitive in your moves, right, Weaver?
Yeah, you do have to be definitive, but you could also think that might have been a block and a crossover attempt there from Noah Joyce. We've seen him use that quite a few times when he gets passed for the lead, so maybe Steven recognized that. Went to cut it off preemptively before Noah even had a choice.
And this is not to say that Noah would do this, as we now have a fight for seconds. It's not to say Noah would do this, but you know, instinct in your head when you make that kind of tight move, you know it was tight. You don't want to let that car back to your inside. But Ray Tustin is smacking the wall through 3 and 4 every single lap. You don't want to let that car back to your inside. You're suddenly in a vulnerable position if you were to get doored in the middle of the corner, which we see happen on Sundays often in NASCAR.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
That was close.
Your play-by-play is better than whatever I was just doing.
Big Ray got big time.
Wow.
We got
a wreck in the back.
Oh, somebody's over. It's Garrett.
Big crash.
Flipped it. Jeff Dixon involved too.
It's going to be the end of the race for that 16 car.
Oh, that was a hard hit there. I'll wait for the replay. Sorry.
Have you ever?
A couple times.
Yeah, Garrett's parked it, unfortunately.
The replay there gets to the back. Jeff Dixon. Dixon back up the track at 16 and gets flipped on over.
That was something.
I can't be too sure, but I'm. You gotta assume the 21's riding with a little bit of damage after that hard hit nose first into the outside wall. Maybe Garrett just wasn't expecting. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard hit, though.
Loose there, you think?
Yeah, if you hear it, you listen to Garrett's car. He kind of got back right in the gas before that contact. I think he was trying to gas it up, get on corner exit, but Jeff Dixon just wasn't quite ready for that.
You know what we call those, Weaver?
What you call that there, Davey?
One of them racing deals.
Absolutely a racing incident there. Further amplified, there's nowhere for Garrett to go to get away from that 21 car once he got sideways. Ended up with a flipped race car. We want to be keeping the rubber side down here.
Look at that gremlin that's sitting out there. That poor 07.
I know it missed his pit box. So the 31 car will be coming back down pit lane.
I was wondering about that, Joe. I was going to say something, and I was like, did he really miss it, or what happened there? Because I was a little bit behind looking at the replays, and I was like, I think he missed it.
Yeah, he missed it.
It's always something when it comes to driver that number 31 car.
He likes to make it exciting, though. He's got the car to do it tonight, though.
Yeah, does his owner like him making it exciting?
Yeah, about that.
I mean, he's got the trophy for the title already tonight.
Pretty sure, I know it's no factor to the race, but I'm pretty sure the 07 was speeding down the pit lane there. He's had a night, I'm telling you.
Gotta feel fast somewhere tonight, you know?
Yes.
Here, folks, next time we're going to be live is Tuesday night, Hobo Racing Cup Series action from the Pocono Raceway. Coverage kicking off at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in for that one. We'll also have new episodes of the Fake Racers podcast out this week. We'll be talking about all things Pocono. And, of course, Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series action returns Thursday night from Richmond. Coverage on Thursday kicking off at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. And, as always, those races and much, much more live right here only on JTN. Make sure if you haven't already, click the like button, subscribe. Again, doing all those things helps support us so much here on JTN. So as numbers go up, we give these drivers a larger and larger stage to showcase their talents on. And I know they're all appreciative. And as always, we are super appreciative of not only you folks at home for tuning in here tonight on a late night Saturday moving into Sunday at the last minute, but also for all of our league partners that bring us out for all these events, like the USORL, one of our second longest tenured partner here in our broadcasting. So again, a big thank you to all the folks here at the USORL for their continued support of JTN as well. We are looking forward to hopefully seeing what the future holds for us on JTN in relation to what is going on there. Get ready for a restart here, and well, better late than never. He's typically the driver of the... Darren, what car number you drive this year?
Number 11.
Number? Thank you. Usually the driver of the number 11. Not driving tonight.
Sorry, I locked him out of the booth. I had to go unlock the door. That's why he's late.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
What the heck was that?
I heard we needed a little bit more ego up here in the booth.
No, we do not.
It's overflowing when you hop in.
You know, you got some nerve.
Point taken. Hi, Darren.
Hello, Chris.
I saved you a seat. Still warm?
Yes, just how I like it.
Attaboy.
You're the best.
I know. That's the extent of my
Going
age,
back,
Joe.
DJ Harris going to be in control here. Yeah, up and down night. See what that 46 has got in it.
Green flag back underway, lap 59. Zach Webster, big wheel spin there. Tustin got into the back of him. Top three now clear.
Good save there. Old Tommy Bordeaux. A little two-step going into turn one there.
Ooh, they're getting in pace behind Henrietta.
Noah Joyce going to think better back out of that one. Zach Webster's still too wide. Ray Tustin to the outside.
Kind of holding there in third. comes Ray.
What is Ray doing?
Right in the wall.
No.
Was a very advantageous move by the 18. Did not work out. He's going to lose a lot of spots here, but we keep it clean. Kind of clean.
There was a hole big enough for a car there.
Is Ray a Ross Chastain fan?
Could be.
Sometimes you got to try.
Battle for third. No
tried.
choice. Outside, Zach Webster.
Maybe
Oh, he's
not.
We want to go around.
Oh, he's around.
Oh, and Henrietta's gonna.
Oh,
No,
hold
Jamie.
on,
Oh,
Jamie's Zalecki.
Oh, man, Jamie.
big crash.
I can't believe that thing's still rolling. Oh my goodness,
Goodness
Henrietta's
me.
destroyed.
Those are our 2 championship contenders.
The Bordeaux collective collected in that one.
Screw you, Weaver.
That was beautiful. Clip that. That was beautiful.
Gosh, right in the driver's side door for Henrietta. We gotta see she's all right.
Twice.
Oh, that was a big lick.
Dewey Schramm did a heck of a job missing that.
Noah's around again at the start-finish line. What just happened?
Golly. Have you ever, boys?
Well, I think you got a little help.
Oh.
Let's go on board with Dewey here for this incident, then we'll get you a replay of what's actually going on.
Wow.
Oh, that was close.
Great avoidance. Dewey Schramm.
You're gonna want some new pants after that one.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. That was
That
close.
was amazing. So on the front stretch, I'll let Joe catch up.
Do we have beef?
Tommy locks it up. I don't think. So they're coming off the corner here, and Noah's just slowing down, and Tommy.
Oh, and they hit Dewey Schramm, who just did a
Dewey
fantastic
missed the wreck,
job
got hit there.
missing that wreck. Gets collected in the afters.
Some of my luck right there.
And he's going slow. He's trying to get as far away to let these guys that are catching
my
up.
goodness.
That's just, you do everything you can in your power to avoid an incident, and it just catches up to you sometimes.
Hashtag Dewey moment.
We couldn't have picked a better race to broadcast for the last Cup Series race at in the USORL. What a absolutely wild affair this has been so far.
Seventh caution of the night.
We're not even halfway. We got 7 cautions.
I just want to know what was going through the brain of the driver of that number 57 car coming up to the field there. Just there was no chance he was slowing down.
That was really odd.
He's probably
Really
pulling a me. He's on that phone.
That's what I was thinking, Darren.
Always on that darn phone.
Race off pit road. Harris gonna win it.
Don't
Whoa.
text and drive, guys.
Woo! Little contact between the Zacks coming off there too.
You know, I didn't think we finally kind of got a pretty decent field in the Cup Series. It's been a little bit of a struggle to get decent numbers all season. This being the last race, we got a decent turnout, but I didn't think we'd be thinning them out like this. There's a bunch of very hard wrecks for a lot of these guys. Is there a car that hasn't been involved in an accident yet, Joe?
I don't think Krastowski has.
That would be the only one that I can.
It's my only guess.
Steven? The one?
Yes.
The one?
Yes.
Steven spun early. Webster. Merzlak's trying to put a dent on the floor right now.
Webster got loose off a 4 and he hit the inside wall.
That's right. Yep.
With the driver's side, that was unbelievable. I guess he saved it, but that's an unbelievable crash.
I think you're right. I think it's just Krastowski.
Dewey stayed out to lead a lap there. I have to think this 82 car will pit. There he goes.
Okay, there you go.
He's in like 6 different places at once right now.
You know, when Noah spun behind him there and hit him in the back end, I'm pretty sure you hear Brad Keselowski somewhere go, "You hit me under Yeller."
I've been hit under yellow. It's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get a JTN camera in the infield when someone goes to tackle?
He's still turning his wheels in the pit lane, Dewey is. Of course, you put a camera on him and he stopped. That's all right.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to hire the Jerry Springer cameraman for the end of this race going down pit road, and we're gonna have a lot of beef.
Oh, I don't need these cars anymore. They can tear them up, you know.
True.
Oh, they're already doing that, Joe. Don't you worry.
Doing a real good job of that.
See a couple fuel cells from the back ends right now.
Never good, never good when you can see the fuel cell through the rear bumper. That
They're
doesn't
trying to
exist
make
anymore.
They're trying to make them rotate better through the corner.
Jamie's car should be rotating perfectly then.
They're rotating too much. That's the problem.
What's worse is
these guys
when you
got
can
to
see
put
the
some
guy past the fuel cell. That's when you know you really got problems.
these boys got to put some wedge back in it. You know, lower that right rear track bar, bring it on down.
Give me that negative 150.
You got to get some racing in. Don't give them any ideas.
Negative 150 wedge and single-digit left side tire pressure. Let's go.
Well, back to green. Harris with control. Lap 65 of 134 when we hit the line. Harris, Krastowski, row number 1. Green flag, wheel spin once again, but we're back underway.
It's going to be a test when these cars come through here. A lot of cars with new damage after that wreck. Are they going to be able to hold it all together? Zach Webster, big bobble. There's a car around in the back.
That's Dewey.
Oh,
He's going to keep it rolling, it looks like. One car on the wall. He's going to have to peel it off without getting it turned around. Just about does.
Deviating forward a little bit. It's going to give Krastowski a run down the front stretch.
Bordeaux looking back to the inside. I know Joyce for 4th now. See car on the wall. That's Webster. Here comes Bordeaux behind Henrietta, that is.
Big moment there off turn 2 for Steven Merzlak. Had to catch it there, pull it off the quarter panel of the 4 car. Gonna slide up in the second round.
One car sneaky fast tonight, just hasn't had a lot of time to show it, Joe.
Well,
yeah, I don't think the track position game has really been in his favor. Every time it seems he gets up here, we'll get an incident quick, but see what he can do now up in second. Krastowski gonna take a look though down here in turn 3.
been impressed by Zach here tonight in this 4 car, putting together another one of these really strong runs that they've known to driver number 4 to have and do.
And he's another one, like we talked about at the beginning of the show, Joe, where just improving his craft over the last several seasons, like Noah has. Not quite as up in front as much as Noah has been recently, but he's definitely become a very solid driver in this series.
Well, and how much is consistency just the thing you're looking for? I mean, I feel like Zach, one of the most consistent drivers, maybe not putting up the numbers in the W column as much as some of these other guys, but it seems like each and every week we're talking about the 4 car getting the top 5.
Podiums, yeah, always right there in the hunt. By the way, the smoke off turn 4, who was that again, guys?
Don't tell me it was Dewey.
No.
Okay.
It was Jamie.
That car, that 07 car, must have unloaded evil, and it has stayed evil through the first just about half of this race.
Big moment there off the turn 4. Harris got into the outside wall. Merzlak had to make an evasive maneuver, gets the lead, and here comes Krastowski in the 4, looking for second.
Kind of the first time we've seen Zach really diving down to the bottom here. He's been faithful to the top line. Good run, but I don't know if he's going to be able to hold it.
He was trying there. He was alongside the 1.
Harris in the wall. Merzlak in the wall once again. 46
Oh, DJ's loose.
He's going to keep it.
He went
He
around.
spun out all by himself.
Stay green. Merzlak up high. Krastowski down below. The 4 car takes the lead for the first time tonight.
Yeah, you know, I said this earlier. The 4 car, Zach just has a lot of confidence in that car. Not once in any of that did it look like he was loose or bobbling, or like if the car wasn't squirming at all under throttle or in the center. Just a really solid setup under that race car.
Closest battle on the track is this battle for the lead. Rostowski and Merzlak, 1-2. Just behind them lies champion Noah Joyce in the 31 and Ray Tustin in the 18.
So like he's around again on the front stretch as DJ comes in the pits. See another smoke show on the front stretch here. Oh, Henrietta Bordeaux just spun off turn 4 as well. Another single car.
That's 2.
A 4-car breakaway for the lead here. 5th place Tommy Bordeaux, kind of in a land all of his own.
Are you about to call him Tommy Bidet?
I don't know what I was going to say. That was just a whole mix-up.
I thought he was going to say Bador. I knew a Bador.
Bador.
Caution out here, 26 around once again. Henrietta Bordeaux. 8th one of the night.
A little contact there with Dewey Schramm at the end of that spin.
We couldn't miss that one.
Oh.
That's why you aim for where the car is when you first see it. It's hindsight.
Afraid if he did, like he did in that first wreck, he turned it and it spun out on him.
Failed?
Maybe.
I'm not letting Dewey off the hook.
We shouldn't. I was trying to get him out though.
We never can.
You know, Darren wasn't here for this. We had a whole conversation about ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream flavor, Darren?
Cookies and cream.
Yeah, my man.
I also heard there was a cone conversation going on. I have also never heard this cake cone thing. I've never heard of that before.
Have you ever been to Dairy Queen? Get yourself a little cone from Dairy Queen?
I mean, who goes to Dairy Queen and doesn't get a blizzard?
Oh,
sometimes me when I want a cone.
Point.
I'm a blizzard. I'm a blizzard guy.
Get you a blizzard. Get you a cone too. Get you a small cone.
You're really trying to fatten me up.
The cone's for now. The blizzard's for later.
That's right. Correct.
I can get behind that. Now I'll tell you what though. You know, you put the blizzard in the freezer, you have it later, it just don't hit the same.
It's just as good to me. You can give it to me if you want. I'll take it.
I mean, it's still edible. It's just
stick that in the microwave for a little bit.
Absolutely. Get a little melty, a little runny.
Just the worst adjectives. Just the worst adjectives.
Amazing.
We are in a public forum.
Can you tell where the broadcasting experience levels? Can you tell what they are up here? Because they're all different.
I could tell you what, the wheels fell off when we let Darren up in the booth.
We did. You should have just left
always
the
blaming me. Huh.
Why did you unlock the door?
So
we were already down about 3 lugs. You got the last 2 off.
I did ask this question earlier, but favorite USORL memories?
Oh man.
So Darren, turn to you.
Well, I got to boost my ego, I guess. That game 7 Dover race, me and Noah battling for that Final 4 spot. That was fantastic.
And this is where Noah turns off the broadcast and listens to it later.
He's getting the championship. He'll be all right.
I was gonna say, do you have one of those, Darren?
I've got him another series, but I don't have a cup title. Maybe on iRacing.
That's what they always say.
I'm just here for a good time.
Oh my!
Oh, contact.
Well, close racing off pit road there between 4 and the 1 car.
John, Darren, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but John says Dega 2 Season 7 is his favorite.
Oh, I love that one. That IPA 123. Yours truly in Victory Lane. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I'll take my favorite USORL memory would be any one of my record-setting Cup Series wins.
My favorite. My favorite
technically.
races my favorite ones were the ones you didn't win.
I got to be the all-time win leader in Cup still, right?
Probably.
That spreadsheet hasn't been updated for 2 years, so we don't know.
That's when I won most of my races.
Yeah, he won every race the last 2 seasons, so.
That's why they stopped.
Damn.
We're back to green. Steven Merzlak with control, lap 77 of 134. We're back underway. Kristowski on the bottom. Joyce there in third. They'll be battling for second through turns 1 and 2.
Tommy's still trying to get that bottom line going.
He ain't hearing no bell. It's been ringing. He just ain't hearing it.
Nope.
Who's crept back into the top 5 picture after some struggles early on? Zach Webster. Think you put some wedge back in it, Joe?
Maybe a little bit. No, probably a lot, actually.
Yeah, probably a lot. Not as much as Jamie Zalecki, though.
No, Jamie Zalecki needs to keep putting some in it. That car still looks evil.
Chris, I need to know about the Monday morning technical meeting you guys have since you're on the same team. I need to know exactly how many pounds of wedge they put into it.
I'll find out for you, but it had to be the same amount that I had in my test car earlier, too, because that thing was just about as loose as his has been.
I was going to say, you were supposed to be our legs on the ground with how the cars were handling them.
I did not get any good feedback, Joe. That car was terrible. I even found a random setup on the ground, and I put it on there, and it still didn't work. Somebody's notebook flew off their car.
That happened to Paul Menard at Bristol a few years ago.
Dang it, Slugger.
Or was it Bristol?
Come on, Slugger. Get your notebook.
I just can't believe it was still a notebook. We're in the 21st century. Get a laptop, bro.
Oh, Zach!
Zach! No!
Oh, no!
Hang on to it! Oh, no!
Oh!
We're still green.
Still green. Didn't get it turned around, but that was a hard into the outside wall. He's going to be hoping for a yellow here just to get the track position back. What an unfortunate turn of events for him.
Well, bros, that's the 100% now. Everybody's been involved in something.
Just getting loose there through 3 and 4. Slight contact with Ray Tustin. Ray Tustin didn't seem to be fazed by it too much.
He kept on trucking. He's still third. Or not third.
I'm not sure much phases Ray Tustin out there on the racetrack.
DJ Harris trying to recover. Got the lucky dog that last yellow. Now trying to make a pass for 5th.
I tell you what, we were talking about setup notebooks, and I feel like the 18-car Ray Tustin, I don't think he has a setup notebook. I think part of his setup notebook is just hit the wall to get it to turn.
He was joking about it down in the garage area.
I don't think he was joking about it, Joe.
Well, yeah, I don't think so either anymore.
If it works, it works, you know.
I think the line was, I love this track because you can just run in the wall. And I thought that meant, oh yeah, you run up by the wall. No, he meant run in the wall.
Become one with.
Yeah.
Ray Tustin's going to have more wall paint on the side of his car than Homestead walls do.
There he is
again. 3 and 4 is his favorite place.
That hurt there.
Oh, the 26th car, we got a spin.
Caution.
That'll be a caution.
And common denominator, the 07.
It's just a no good day.
Gosh, man.
Replay of it here. Saw it live, but Henrietta Bordeaux just loose off turn number 4.
Good hit for Zach Kristowski there, too.
Just talk about how good of a run he's been having. Quick succession. Oh, Henrietta spun again in turn 1. And Jamie had to lock it up to avoid that.
Oldfield's going to come down pit lane. Dewey's around in the grass.
Oh,
Some nights you just feel like that car is a magnet for accidents. That's got to be how Jamie Zalecki's feeling tonight.
I think Henrietta blew a tire out going into turn 1. I think that's why that happened. Definitely has a left front down.
Something I've noticed these past couple of short green flag runs, the 31 car doesn't quite have the pace it looks like to go up and grab the lead on these restarts like he has been. Oh, we got contact. It looks like everyone's going to be okay.
I think that straightened Harris out. I think it is a bit there.
But yeah, Noah Joyce doesn't feel like that car probably has enough damage now to where he cannot really grab the lead if he really tries to. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe he's holding back. Maybe he's taking his crew chief's advice and keeping the car in one piece. But not the pace that we saw in the first half of of what we have seen today already.
I agree, Davey.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Joe would respond, but he's too busy. He has a tension headache right now with all of us in the booth. So
I thought he went and got ice cream for us.
I'll take credit for it.
Are you talking to me? Steven Merzlak.
We're looking at you right now, Joe.
Steven Merzlak with control here for the restart. Noah Joyce to the elects to take the inside. Zach Webster, Tommy Bordeaux, DJ Harris, Zach Krastowski, then Ray Tustin, Dewey Schramm, Jamie Zalecki, and Henrietta Bordeaux. Next, the restart coming to lap 86 of 134. 2 cars retired from this race, Jeff Dixon and Garrett Sidner. Green flag back underway. Oh, Joyce, big time loose there up the hill.
46
contact.
Race around, that's going to be a yellow. Man.
Caution number 9, I think.
Ray, your left side now matches your right side.
Joe, what's the caution record on JTN? You don't have to tell me the league.
We ain't breaking it.
We're getting close. I believe it was like 16.
We have a chance.
We are 7 away.
Hey, Jamie missed one.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Gonna have one good highlight.
Yes.
Let's go on board with them.
He needs some love.
Honestly, I did lose count a while back. I'm pretty sure we're at 9. We honestly might be at more. So
You said 8 on the last one, so as long as you weren't lying to us then.
might have been lying to you then. I'm not sure. Sometimes my tally marks, they get a little too close.
All right, taking notes up here in the booth. Sometimes we lie.
Darren, listen, I invited you into my home. And you're gonna
What?
call
I'm
me a
learning.
liar.
I didn't say that. You said it.
So, Davey, what have we learned? Keep the lock on the door.
Yep. I'm just going to throw away the key next time.
Hey, Joe's the one that said I had an open invitation in here.
Joe's regretting his life decisions.
Well, sometimes Joe's wrong. Anyway, we're about to go back green off of turn 4 at Homestead.
I'm pretty sure I only asked one of you to be here tonight, but I got 3 more. It's great. Here we go.
We're having fun.
The JTN got pregnant and they had quintuplets.
Whoa!
Wow. Anyway. Oh, trouble
Dewey
again,
around.
Dewey. Oh, big
Oh, we got a big crash.
DJ. Oh, man.
That's a fast car out of the race.
I like how everyone likes to call the wreck.
It's been no good luck for DJ tonight since Joseph Weaver cursed him.
Gosh.
Also, everyone's got to call the wreck because there's been a lot of them. So let's get some excitement in here. It's not like we're watching a lot of racing right now.
Maybe you're not allowed to say that.
They know. They know.
Doesn't mean you can say it. I'm gonna get in trouble.
They know that they're not having a good race.
Everybody here loves their Americanized Chinese food. What's your go-to order when you go to the Chinese place?
I go to the Domino's next door.
That's a shame. Anybody else?
No comment.
I can't pronounce mine.
What
So
does
we
that
don't
mean?
live here.
What does no comment mean?
Yeah, that's at least Davey was creative when he said he doesn't eat it.
Joe, you're doing a fantastic job tonight, and I am so proud of you and everything you do.
Thanks.
In the midst of the chaos that is this.
Where's the insult? I'm waiting for it.
It'll hit you.
I'm sure we'll come up with something soon.
Okay.
I can't believe that 46 is still rolling.
I can't believe most of these guys are still rolling, Chris.
You got a point.
How do we have this many cars left? I have no idea. There's been some big hits, is what I'm saying.
Dude, we do know no one's 100%.
Oh.
We have at least 45 laps to set the all-time caution record. So at this point, if that's what we're going for, let's go for it.
Let's root for it.
Should I go tell them that?
I don't think they need to know.
Let them do it. Let them do it on their own.
They didn't know up to this point. They don't need to know now.
Merzlak with control coming to lap 90 at 134. Green flag. We're back underway. Let's see how long we can go.
You told Davey to calm down.
I did. Merzlak loose.
Oh, big
Bordeaux
wobble.
looking for the lead. We're 3 wide for third. Now we're back to 2.
2x2 here down the back straightaway. We're just going to fall in a line, make a single file. Just about.
He's still trying to make that inside line work. Hasn't got the memo yet. Ooh, Zach Webster a little loose on exit there. That's going to give Tommy a chance to come up.
This is the biggest traffic jam we've had in a while. Sorry, Joe.
I was going to say, Tommy's stuck in the early 2000s and late 90s. Maybe we need to just fax it to him or maybe page it to him.
Who snuck back up into the back of the top 5 there? There's DJ Harris.
I tell you what, that car's got to be hurting, though.
It may be more aerodynamic now that the roof's flatter.
Little cavitation.
Oh, we got 2 cars around. Zach Webster.
Oh, Krastowski. Dewey.
Dewey
Wow.
slices his way out of it.
Man.
Who else but Dewey?
That was impressive.
That's a patented me move right there. He learned that from the best. That was good.
Replay.
I'm laughing in fear.
They also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Jamie Zalecki, Henrietta Bordeaux, they were also wrecking
They
in
spun
turn
in the
4.
back, too. Yep.
Well, Zalecki, it's a fun. I don't think he'll take it too badly because he knows he's having a rough night. It's a foregone conclusion that 07 was around somewhere.
He has no speed.
I'm bored with Dewey.
Oh, this will be great. Little two-step, aiming for the smoke.
Oh my
See,
goodness.
that's how you do
Slice
it.
up and out.
Oh my gosh. Can't cut it much closer than that.
He got real lucky, but it did work.
Colby said plow in chat. Colby, no.
Noah Joyce, race admin, did say in game chat that he's going to start handing out drive-thrus. That said, I don't know if that's going to help so far.
It's going to be funny when he's the first one that gets one.
I think every single car has had a problem by themselves at some point. I think Tommy hasn't, but Tommy's also got involved in a few things.
Antonio Irvin in chat. They don't want to leave NR.
Oh, this action we're having. Why would you?
That is amazing.
It's like DJ Harris stayed out, looks like.
I'm definitely gonna say that in chat real quick. I'm gonna
Davey's
radio
stealing your
in.
joke.
I'm gonna radio in, steal the joke real quick.
Well, now we're going to see what that 46 has got again on the front row.
Don't know what this is going to look like, folks, but DJ Harris with control for the restart. Steven Merzlak to the inside. Noah Joyce, Tommy Bordeaux there on row number 2. Green flag back underway. 46 is spinning the wheels. We're trying to wreck at the front of the field.
We're 3
Noah
wide for the lead.
Joyce.
This is
Noah Joyce not happy with the yellow is going to take it 3 wide as we go through turn 1. Going to be able to clear Steven Merzlak off turn 2.
Merzlak
loose off of turn 2.
You talked about it, Weaver. You know, threatening to give out drive-throughs. Cut somebody off of turn 2. I don't know what the messaging is.
Now.
And he's in the wall.
Keep it in the wall where he's going to be the first drive-through. Yes, he does.
Losing a lot of time, though. That's not what you want.
Turn the wheel right.
He's only a couple of degrees from running Ray Tustin's line through that corner.
It's dude, keep on coming.
Speaking of, Tustin's back at the third.
And he didn't hit the...
He didn't hit the wall that time.
Back up to second.
Gonna move on the outside, trying for second.
Tonight we've had the comers, the goers, the flippers, and the wreckers.
Through all that, Tommy Bordeaux still on the bottom.
Now we have a spin.
And Noah's spinning.
Ooh, there's Colby's plow.
Caution number 12, I think.
Oh, Dewey.
Ah, Dewey. Anyone else want to say it?
Oh, Dewey.
Noah Joyce just runs into DJ Harris there. Harris was in the wall. And right through him.
Damn.
Oh,
Call
Dewey.
your doctor.
Noah's got a left front down.
That's going to be the end of DJ Harris tonight. He pulls it behind the wall, brings it to the garage area. Not the kind of finish that he wanted to end the NRPS.
On board with Dewey Schramm through this. You'll see the instant right there. It's by the 46.
Yeah, Joe, what happened? He was aiming for the smoke.
Yeah,
And
you
the
also...
wall.
And he gassed it up when he shouldn't have. I don't know what to tell you. This is the most I've ever giggled on a broadcast. That's for dang sure.
For darn sure.
Well, I tell you what, USORL is the most fun league I've ever raced in. By God, if I'm not going to have the most fun broadcasting it.
Amen.
I think Steven was speeding.
Yep.
One
Tell you
car
for
left
sure the
dropped in there.
31 was.
Yep, Steven's dropping to the back. That might have been Noah's drive-through that he just did there. That's why he spit back in there.
So DJ's comment in chat is a lot more mild than the one he just gave in the media center. So we'll read off the one from the chat. Whole car got destroyed and it ran like garbage afterwards.
That's an unfortunate turn of events. He had a really fast race car. I was expecting him to be a contender here coming into the final laps. But once you get damage on these cars, especially at a track that's already treacherous, as has been proven, you don't want to take any chances. You don't want to throw your mojo off. It just gets that much harder.
Krastowski, the lone soldier on the bottom. Green flag, backing away, lap 99 of 134. We're 3 wide.
Almost 4.
Ford's now 1-2 out there on track. Bordeaux making a big dive to the bottom, looking for the lead in the 57.
Side by side into 1 and 2. Tommy Bordeaux takes it down as close to that white line as he can. He's going to slide up here and clear Zach Webster for the lead.
And in Tommy's head, he just proved us all wrong that the bottom is the way to go.
Only took 100 laps, and
now he's at the top.
it'll take another 10 for his tires to wear away.
Only take 5 for him to get past. Just wait.
Oh, he looks like he's got some good pace though for real this time. And it looks like now that he is running up front, he has moved up just a bit. You know, it's not as high as you want to be running, especially with the kind of tire situation that we're looking at here at Homestead. But, you know, I guess we'll see how hard he's running. There's really no way of telling until we start to notice the effects.
Ryan brings up fuel mileage in chat. We were told they can go anywhere from 28 to 32 laps.
So you can't make it from here.
Yeah,
right there on the
put them
cusp.
right outside of their window. If we somehow run this green till the end, we will see some pit stops.
Funny guy.
How do you say it like that? You don't think they can make it do a green to the end?
I don't know, Joe. Why would I say it like that?
You want to talk about how good Tommy's doing?
No. Krastowski going to make a run here at second.
This is Zach and Zach showing you know who I'm rooting for.
Steven Merzlak in fourth, trying to find a way through these two. Maybe going to send it up the middle, 3 wide here.
Ford lane, you got the Chevy lane there.
A lot of Z's, second through fourth there.
Like they're sleeping?
No, I got it. Mers black. Yeah.
No, the opposite of that. A lot of Z's there, but I'm sure not tired. This is a great battle for second.
Merzlak again to the inside of Webster. Gets the nose of his Mustang to the inside of the 95. Got a battle also back there for 5th between Tustin and Joyce.
You notice Zach's doing a pretty good job keeping it about a lane and a half off that top side. You can't really get that run into the corner. You usually get it off the corner, so the driver's going to want to go to the inside, and you're just forcing them to go even further down the track to try and make that pass.
Like over these next 5-10 laps, and we'll really start to see the 57 of Tommy Bordeaux tested here for the lead.
Yeah, I kind of saw that through 3 and 4. Looked like Zach Webster can really gas it up in the middle of the corner.
Krastowski, big move to the bottom. Seems like going to let him go. But I do expect these guys second on back to start poking and prodding at that small gap that Tommy Bordeaux has built up.
See right there, Webster gets a good run through the middle of the corner.
Ray Tustin's riding the wall back there in fourth. That's the car in the blue.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, Tommy Bordeaux seems a little uncertain of which line he wants to be in. He hasn't really found that groove in these corners. It's still working for him, but kind of
I expected him to have kind of dropped off by now, but he's kind of proven me wrong.
Well, he is moving up now. And we still, yes, but we are still quite early into this run. We already see some people kind of coming and going. Steven Merzlik has fallen off a cliff, it looks like.
Think he might be playing the fuel mileage game?
There's no
That's
way.
a big stretch.
Yeah, there's no way you could save that much. You're talking about 5, maybe 10 laps.
I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know. But he has fallen off a cliff here. It's consistent with what it would look like if he were trying to save fuel, but man, I don't know. That's a long, long stretch.
And I mean,
Webster the wall.
That's going to let Zach Rostowski get by for second. Ray Tustin going to make a look now for third. Takes a little bit more pressure off Tommy Bordeaux. Zach Webster up in the wall again. Ray Tustin sends it through the corner. And it works.
Bouncing.
Little Ross move.
Getting flashbacks.
Ray just loves running the wall. When I say run the wall, I mean in the wall.
It works, and it worked for him that time through 3 and 4.
I can confirm, guys, I don't think Merzlik's saving fuel at all. There's something off with that one right now.
We Shrey him on pit road. So he'll be good to go to the end of this race.
I think he spun earlier, Joe. Probably had some flat tires, had to get some freshies. Oh, Zach Webster's around off 4.
James likely just about makes it through that time.
He's trying to make a pass there on Zach Krastowski. Tries to pull up in front of the 4, but the car breaks loose.
Looks like it happened under throttle.
That's about where that banking changes right there between the second and third groove, isn't it?
Yep, yeah. Because Homestead's banking is really interesting in that it's one of the few tracks.
Merzlik's around on the front stretch. Sorry, Davey, didn't mean to interrupt you. He saved it.
Dewey back down pit road. Must have had a penalty there on that first stop. Meanwhile, at the front, Ray Tustin closing in on Tommy Bordeaux here.
And Ray is still running the wall.
Using that wall up.
I tell you what, if you want to stop that 18 car, you just put it right up on the wall.
Well, I got bad news for you, Dave. We got probably the most opposed to that strategy leading this race. Still choosing to go low.
It's going to be shades of Chase Elliott at that Dover race where he just let Kyle Busch go to the top.
You could have a win.
What the move is here in 1 and 2. Tommy Bordeaux goes down to the middle of the track. Ray Tustin runs that high side. They're going to be side by side coming off turn 2.
Didn't even try to hold him off. Didn't even try to go up there and take his line. Bordeaux committed to running his groove around both ends of this racetrack. Ray Tustin to the outside. Again, battle for the lead is on here through turns 3 and 4. 116 and 134 coming down to the closing stages. Less than 20 laps to go here in Season 9. It's a drag race back to the line. Tustin leads that lap back into turn 1.
And the bottom's just not going to do it for you here this late in the run. You're just not going to be able to get it to hook up like you can early on. You can kind of get away with it on the restarts. It just does not happen here. The momentum is not on your side. He's going to be able to hold on here for a little bit, but I think it's a foregone conclusion that Ray Tustin's going to clear him down into turn 3 and take the lead of this race.
Yeah, Tommy's nothing if not committed to the bid as he stays down low, trying to fight back through 3 and 4, but isn't going to have that drive off. Ray Tustin's going to be able to pull a gap here down the front straightaway.
Just a quick follow-up on Zach Webster, guys. He got loose again off of turn 2, trying to nurse it back around after his spin. Locked up all 4 tires and blew the front tires out. Had to come in for a pit stop. He's now a lap down at 7.
Now, I do hear some guys right now on this racetrack, they are clutching into the corner. Someone's trying to make it.
You can visually see it, too, out of the 57 right now. 18, hard to tell. We can...
Yeah, man, you would have had to start saving a lot earlier, I think, if you wanted to make up the laps that you're going to have to save. I think it's too late.
I think maybe they could even just be saving now to hit that number, get that splash of fuel, maybe half a can at most, have the shortest pit stop you can.
What does tire wear look like, though? Because, I mean, what kind of laps are we running right now, Weaver?
Well, last time by, Ray Tustin ran a 32.88 compared to his best lap, a 37.07, so we're quite far off pace here. I think a little bit of that could probably be attributed to damage. I think on fresh tires, everybody might be down about a second right now, but still looking at about a second and a half of fall off.
Saw a slow car there on the apron. It's Jamie Zlecki. Went for another spin. E2 and Dewey Schramm catching up to the top 2 right now, but again, he has fresh tires. The other thing, too, if Tommy's saving fuel and he's running the bottom line, I mean, he's the shortest way around the racetrack, right? Saving a little extra fuel.
I think in the grand scheme of things, that's gonna make it's gonna make a negligible difference.
You're no fun.
I know. Neither is racing sometimes, Joe.
That's always fun here on JTN.
Watching it's fun.
But you want to make sure you're subscribed. Click the like button on the video as well. Again, it does so much to help support us here on JTN. And this is the final USORL Cup Series race here at NR 2003 for live from the Homestead Miami Speedway. Season 9 wrapping up here this evening. Or we make the jump to iRacing late Saturday nights.
Oh, James around.
Oh, in the middle of the track. Couldn't quite tell who that was that just missed him.
Noah Joyce, Zach
Joyce.
Ray Tustin is still knocking down the fence.
Noah Joyce, another driver that's in heavy fuel save mode right now.
Zach Krastowski's pitting out of 4th.
That 18's right side is caved in.
Tommy Bordeaux, heavy fuel save now. Completely shutting that car off.
Steven Merzlak's pitting.
Ray Tustin likely still running full speed. He's about, let's say half second faster than Tommy Bordeaux's heavy fuel saving now, almost a second faster than Noah Joyce.
Krastowski took right sides only. Merzlak took 4.
Tell you what, guys, we're at the business end of this race right now. You know, after a race like this, a lot of cautions. Your patience is thin. You know, your mental endurance is being tested right now. This is a really tough part of the race. These cars are not driving well. Do not tell me they're driving good. This isn't Darlington 2003, baby. This is Homestead. I know these cars aren't driving good. We got different strategies. Everyone's trying to get the most out of their cars and their nights and their fuel. It's going to get real exciting here, I think, Joe.
Going to get real exciting. Last time we were here on JTN, Tommy Bordeaux was able to stretch the fuel at Talladega and take home a miraculous victory. Sorry to remind you about that, Chris.
Yeah, about that. That's
Final 10 laps, now 9 laps here in Season 9 in the USORL Cup Series in NR 2003. Anyone else? A little couple tears rolling down? Okay.
It's a little sad.
Are you going to finish that story?
I'll tell you, I'm glad I'm not out there. I'll tell you that right now, the way these guys...
Sorry, I'm gonna start crying, but you know, we started this. I was in high school. I'm in grad school now. I'm old. Shut it, Gramps.
Ray Tustin out to about a 5-second lead on second place. Tommy Bordeaux, who's heavy fuel saving, another 8, almost 9 seconds back to Noah Joyce.
They must have some sort of indication that they think they can save enough, because I mean, at this point, I would have just taken the lumps. I mean, that was a huge amount of fuel to save. I mean, are these guys going to come down pit road first in line? If they do, Zach Krastowski, I think, came down pit road. He's got fresher tires. He will have been running faster lap times.
Just got around the 31 of Joyce.
I gotta imagine Ray's plan is to pit at some point, but it feels like Tommy and Noah, they're having to save even harder. They're going a lot slower. They're clutching earlier, letting out off the clutch a lot later. They're working hard to make that number. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, remember, something that hasn't... came in, he took 2 tires. He took just the rights. He's running right around 32-second laps in 4th. He's a lap down. Behind him, Merzlak's running 5th. He took 4. He's the first one that's taken 4. And he's running laps just under 31 seconds.
Wow.
18 car all the way against the white line here through 3 and 4. Have to think he's coming to pit road, and he is. Ray Tustin pits from the race lead. Zach Krastowski just got by Tommy Bordeaux on track, as Bordeaux will assume the race lead here with 5 laps to go.
Ray was putting just a little under a second a lap on these guys, saving fuel. Last time by, Tommy Bordeaux ran a 34.838. The 4 car Zach Krastowski go by on his last lap of 32.19. Dude, you're costing. It's costing you so much time to save this fuel.
There goes Merzlak. He's the fastest car on the racetrack by far right now.
He's trying to catch Krastowski in the 4
and he's about 2.5 seconds faster than him that last time. I'm sorry, 1 seconds faster.
4 laps to
They're
go.
both going to get by Ray Tustin.
Can Tommy Bordeaux stretch the fuel to the end of this race? He needs...
He's saving harder and harder each lap, Joe. I just don't think that number's going the way he wants it to.
He just needs 4.5 miles. That's all he needs.
Now, Noah's back here in 2nd.
I mean, this is desperation mode right here, guys.
Look at how slow he's going.
Zach Krastowski, first car with fuel, running full speed. He's under 30 seconds behind, but he's only got a few laps to make up that huge gap.
And he's got Steven Merzlak breathing down his neck, Weaver.
Noah's going to get Tommy off 4. He's got him.
2 to go.
Tommy's out of fuel.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's still running. Barely. But he's
still barely. I think he's jogging at this point.
Yeah. Not much is running.
Noah's kind of pulled it out of the fuel save mode. He's trying to get these last few laps.
He's still clutching.
Noah was saving earlier than the rest of these guys. I guess earlier than Tommy.
There you go.
Well, Noah Joyce will be your Season 9 champion. We knew that coming into the night. Now, can he get one final victory here in his championship season? 1 lap to go for the 31 team. Can they make it around just under a mile and a half left in this year, in this experiment that we call the USORL Cup Series here in NR 2003. Through turns 3 and 4 for the final time for the champ. Again, looking for that final victory. Just hopes this car fires up one more time off the final corner. And off that final quarter, fans on their feet, Noah Joyce takes home the final victory here in the USORL Cup Series in NASCAR Racing 2003.
Wow.
Tommy Bordeaux gonna barely take home a second place finish. Steven Merzlak third, and Zach Krastowski rounds out your top 4, with Ray Tustin rounding out your top 5.
Tell you what, they kept us guessing till the end, Joe. What a race.
I love a good strategy race.
What a season for that 31 car. Hopefully he can get pushed around, get some fuel in it, do some donuts. He deserves it.
And car Steven Merzlak sending congratulations to the driver of the number 31. Jamie Zalecki is doing burnouts.
Might as well use up that last set of tires. He used up all the other ones.
I think Jamie's happy he just handled that car to the end. That thing was a handful.
Look at that thing. Oh, my goodness.
Noah Joyce is your race winner here tonight. We'll get results on your screens at home in mere moments. We'll talk with our top 3 finishers here. But Noah able to pull into the box. I think they're gonna give him some tires. They're gonna give him some fuel. Let him celebrate properly. Although I think he's gonna have to do a whole circuit here. Waves to the fans.
Soaking up that champion feeling.
Your martini fueling victories moment of the night. There's Dewey Stram. He's still out there for some reason. There's a cloud of smoke.
That would be Jamie.
Noah Joyce brings it around.
He's got to figure out which way to go, not find Jamie in the smoke.
He almost did. And he'll get to burn it down. Your Season 9 USORL Cup Series champion, Noah Joyce.
I won't have to worry too much about mosquitoes down here in South Florida for a while.
Stage getting set up here on the front straightaway for Noah. Will it crash our camera feed? We still have yet to see. But let's go ahead. No, we can't. I don't think we can dial up driver number 31. Do we want to try to talk with our second place finisher here tonight and championship runner-up?
Try and pull him in here.
I say absolutely.
You're just dragging him in here, kicking and screaming, Joe.
Let's talk some mess. Let's talk some mess to his face.
driver of the number 57 TWB Technologies Ford, your second place finisher here tonight, your second place in the championship points. Tommy Bordeaux. Tommy, do you got a copy?
Oh, yes, sir, Joe, I certainly do.
All right, Tommy, I know you tried to pull off the Hail Mary here tonight to stretch the fuel. You make it to the end of the race, you get the second place finish. What did you need to go your way to be at least down there in victory lane here this evening?
Well, I should have committed to saving fuel basically from the start of the run. I didn't realize how close it was going to be. I figured you could save and make it, but that you would fall off pace-wise so much that it was going to be better to short pit. And I mean, ultimately, that wasn't the way it went, but I also have no regrets. I mean, I'm happy that I was up front there leading laps towards the end of this thing with a shot to win regardless. And, you know, second place here is fine. Second in the championship, it's fine. It's all about having fun. And, you know, congratulations to Noah for not only winning the race, but also the title. I think all of us agree that it was a very long season, and I think we're kind of happy for it to be done. But I can't say enough good things about, you know, the past few years here at the USORL for myself, and I think NR 2003 as a whole, how much growth that we've all kind of have been through with our lives through it. That's a long answer to one question, but you know.
Does anyone else up here have some questions for Tommy?
Why are you so committed to the inside line when you know it ain't working?
No, it didn't not work. Here's the thing.
That's exactly. It didn't not work. Is exactly what I expected.
Listen up. Check it out. I don't know if you saw. I mean, I'm sure you had to. Y'all see all them drivers out there spinning up against the wall, trying to be Kyle Larson, and they can't do it. They're spinning out, and crashing. You never saw me do that.
I saw you in a fair amount of wrecks.
Crash. What do you mean?
When? Well, I know I got spun in too. I never spun out once this whole race.
He's not wrong. We can't boo him.
Mm-hmm. Check the tape.
We should.
We'll have to run that one back. Not sure if I believe you, but
Tommy,
whatever you want to say.
Yeah, no. Chris is he's got the eye in the sky. He knows what's going on. But yeah, no. I mean, I just felt like. Whatever, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, we're having fun. We were getting a bunch of short runs anyway, so it was like, whatever.
Well, Tommy, again, congratulations on a great season here. A great run. Know that there's bigger, better things on the horizon for the league as a whole, for you and this 57 team as well. Can't thank you enough for bringing us out here tonight, too, to put that cherry on top. But before we let you go, you're the best in the business. You know what I'm going to say. The floor is yours.
Well, yeah, I just want to thank not just the USORL, but everyone that I've raced with on NR 2003, whether they've been an admin of a league that I've ran in, or a teammate, or a friend, or an enemy on track. You know, we all started pretty much at around the same time. I mean, a lot of us went through life together pretty much since high school, right? And now here we are through high school, through college, starting our careers out. And I think the one constant in that has not just been the friendships we've made, but also the game we've played. And it's so silly that one little thing can spawn such an online community. And I'm happy to take it to the next step, and with iRacing and everything like that. But before I go, I think I just want to thank NR 2003 and everyone who's been there along the way. Joe, you and I drafted together at our first ever race at Daytona. It's fitting that here we end at Homestead. It's like everything for the past 8 years has been one big, long season. And it's all over now.
Well, Tommy, this chapter may be over, but looking forward to the next one. Again, congratulations on a great season. Congratulations on a great run here tonight. And as always, it's a pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you after you climb out of one of these sim racing vehicles. Again, buddy, thank you so much for your time, and we're wishing you all the best here in season number 10.
Thank you so much. Go Team TWB! Rah!
Tommy
Get him out. Get him out.
Driver of the number 57, your second place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and next try to talk with our champion. He's the driver of the number 31. He's your race winner here tonight. He stretches the fuel. I know he's short on time because he has a lot of other commitments. So without further ado, Season 9 champion, Mr. Noah Joyce.
How's it going?
It's going, Noah, but I mean, how'd you save the fuel there?
I think with all the yellows, everybody kind of forgot to pay attention to that. That's a thing that happens, and I got kind of lucky.
Okay,
I mean,
all right.
no,
Let's get the modest answer out of the way.
Hold on, I'm that
Humble
good.
king.
I'm better. I'm the greatest driver that's ever faced this earth, except for Davey. I am God.
Oh my God! Thank you. That was really nice.
Check in the mail, apparently.
I like caught like a stray, but in a good way that time.
Noah, we talked about it a lot tonight. Obviously, the championship wasn't in the question. The win, of course, was. How, we talked about it at the start, 2 years ago or last season. I honestly, they all run together at this point. But you get your first win here on JTN in the Cup Series, and now here to cap off in the NR 2003 realm of the USORL. You cap it off with a championship and a race win. How special is that? How important is that to you? Where does this kind of rank in those big sim racing events that you've been able to be a part of, and the big sim racing triumphs that you've had in your sim racing career?
Absolutely at the top. I mean, I said in a post in the server yesterday, but like I've been here since day one, and so this league and like what it's become, what we made it mean as a group, it just means so much to me. And to go out on top, that just means I can't put it into words. I've ran in some really cool races outside of this league and in this league, and none of it compares. This is just I never saw myself being here, and some circumstances got me here, but in the end, I'm here. So it just, yeah, like I said, I can't put it into words.
Well, Noah, again, congratulations on the championship. Know you're a busy guy. You got a lot of other places to be. You got a lot of folks
I gotta
to shake.
get to the helicopter. Yeah,
I know. They gotta get you to New York. But before we let you go, for one final time here, anyone you want to shout out, anyone you want to thank, the floor is yours.
Absolutely. I want to thank everybody that's ever ran an NR race here at USORL or any race. Always been a fantastic group here. I'm proud to call it my home league, if you will. I want to thank all you guys at JTN for another great broadcast. I can't wait to go back through and watch it, just like I do all the other ones. Thanks to Bristol, great camera person, camera dog. Thanks to all my teammates, everybody that got me here. Thank you guys again.
Noah, again, congratulations on the championship. Congratulations on the win. And again, always a pleasure getting the opportunity to talk with you.
Thank you.
Noah Joyce, your Season 9 USORL Cup Series champion and race winner here tonight from Homestead. Let's go ahead and finally bring in the driver of the number 1 car here tonight, your third place finisher, Steven Merzlak. Steven, you got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Third place finish here to cap it off. I know mixed emotions for a lot of folks, but how does it feel to finish with the podium?
I'm so tired, dude. I gotta work tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you on the helicopter with Noah?
Yeah. You're gonna be shipping me back up to Pittsburgh so I can continue my meaningless retail job. Yeah, it was a good race. I'm glad I got to lead. I did the typical thing I do at Homestead where I spin off a turn 4 and hit the inside wall. So I'm glad I got to continue that tradition again. I feel like if I pitted before that happened, or if I pitted earlier, I might have been able to catch Noah on me. But you do what you do. I'm glad that the race happened the way it did, and I got to get one last shot in at NR and still be competitive, because I don't expect to be very competitive in iRacing.
So is that move a little bit bittersweet then?
It's more like a fresh start. I mean, You guys know that I'm a sourpuss when it comes to a 20-year-old video game, so maybe I'll cool off a little bit more once it's a video game that matters a little bit more and it looks a little bit more impressive. You can at least call it esports instead of getting mad at an old video game every 5 years. I think it'll be a fresh start, and I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Well, Steven, we're looking forward to it, too. Before we let you go, though, because, again, no, you got to get on that helicopter back up to the Steel City. I don't know. That was weird. Anyways, The floor is yours. You got some great partners and sponsors. You've been up here plenty of times. You know what to do.
Yeah. Got to thank Tommy Bordeaux for bringing me on the team. We'll be back next season. Got to thank Powerade, Mobile One, Caterpillar, Haas, Fastenal, Code 3, all them folks, everybody back at the shop for putting together some good cars. Glad I got to get some good runs in, and got to thank everybody that worked on this game for making it such a good game even 20 years later, that only now we're finished with our time on it. I'm excited for the next chapter with iRacing.
Well, Steven, we're excited for it too. Again, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight. All the success here in NR in the USORL Cup Series. And here's to many more successes in the future as everyone makes the move over to iRacing.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, check out Apex Graphics on Twitter and Instagram. I forgot about that.
How do you... Steven, come
Dude,
on.
I haven't posted a concept in like a month. My art block is like a mountain. I feel like Sisyphus pushing that thing up the mountain and then it rolls back down at the end of the night. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, again,
Pushing it up Islay Mountain.
It's a hill. We're not starting this here.
All right, Steven.
This is a bright.
Steven,
Get
on the
me away from
helicopter.
him. Get me
Get on
away
the
from him.
helicopter. Steven
We'll talk
Merzlag,
later.
driver of the one.
We'll
Your
talk
third
later.
Third place finish here tonight. Thanks, Steven.
Thanks, guys.
And folks, that will wrap up our coverage of Season 9 of the USORL Cup Series. It'll wrap up our coverage of USORL NR 2003 action with a wild race here tonight. But, guys, I mean, wouldn't have it any other way, would we?
No, that was as NR a race as it gets, and I was thinking about it while we were kind of going through those interviews. I mean, it was just a symbolic day, really, for a lot of. I mean, everyone here. This game has been such a big part of everyone's lives, and it's weird. Today, I finally moved my old sim racing seat out of my house. It's been collecting dust in another room. I finally moved it out today. It just so happened to coincide with the last NR Cup race at the USRL, and I cannot stress the importance of this game to all of us enough. I know Joe and Chris and Weaver, you guys will be sticking around doing NR 2003 stuff, but this was the last hurrah on this game for me, and it's sad to see it go, but I'm excited to see what comes next. I've been having a lot of fun on iRacing, and I've been having a lot of fun finding new competitive avenues to express myself, and I can't wait to see if JTN follows me along one of these days coming up.
Anyone else want to chime in here before we go off the air?
I'd say that summed it up pretty well for me. Like Davey said, a lot of my early adult life, young or late child life was made on this game, and I haven't raced it too much lately. But like you said, I'm still going to be here calling the races, but definitely looking forward to what's next on iRacing for the USRL.
Darren?
Yeah, I mean, those two said it best. I mean, this NR has been kind of the glue that held us all together since, a lot of us were back in high school. And, like Davey said earlier, we're going into our careers. So I'm definitely going to miss this era, but I'm really excited for what's to come on iRacing here.
And Chris?
I kind of feel like I started a little too late. I mean, it's just one of those deals where I got into online racing a little late, and just thankfully I was able to join up with the USORL when I did, and had some good times with all the guys. Still having some good times with them. Obviously, with them going on to the new platform, I won't be able to follow them, at least for right now, and definitely for the foreseeable future. But as everybody said, definitely looking forward to seeing how they're going to do on iRacing, and definitely going to support them with whatever they decide to do. And I'll still be around and mess around with them here and there.
Well, and to the four of you, cannot thank you enough for giving me the pleasure of being up here in the booth tonight. We had a fun time and a unique time up here in the booth that we don't often get here on JTN. And Can't thank you guys enough for that. To the USORL and the admin team and the staff and whatever other words you want to throw out there. First of all, cannot thank this group enough for welcoming us with open arms when we were at our infancy. This was the first place that gave us one of those big opportunities to broadcast a big block of the schedule. A big thank you to John Peterson, who was a big instrumental part in that, all the way back in Season 7 through Season 8 and then into Season number 9. A big thank you again to the entire admin team, Zach Krastowski, Matthew Steelman, those two especially, for their leadership here throughout the years and for all that they have done to keep us going and keeping us with all of this. Can't thank you folks at home enough, as always, for tuning in, for being a huge part of allowing us into your homes or to your phone, to your work, whatever it may be, wherever you find the time to let us talk to you about some silly video game from 20 years ago now. That is crazy to think about if you just sit there and think, and I will forever be so thankful to all of you for allowing me this opportunity to create this platform, to show off what we do, and just very thankful after tonight's race. But again, folks, with all of that being said, remember, we're still here. We're still going to be here Tuesdays and Thursdays throughout the beginning of November and even later than that. We're still going to be here with NR 2003, and maybe we'll make a little move of our own here in the future. You can follow us at JoeTowNetwork. Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Threads. We're also live over on Twitch, twitch.tv/JoeTowNetwork. Doing all those things, supporting us on all those different channels. It means so much. It helps us grow our platform. It helps us grow our base, and continues to allow us to do more and more great things that we want to do to continue to bring you this great content. Remember, the next time we're live is going to be Tuesday night, Hobo Racing Cup Series action, another one of our long-standing league partners from the Pocono Raceway. With all that being said, folks, for all of us here at JTN, for my colleagues, first off, Bristol, our producer, Joseph Weaver, Chris Pickett, Davey Hazard, and Darren Ingram, I've been Joe Towanski. Before we let you go and we play that wonderful little closing credit, one more look back at the USORL's history here in NR 2003. And folks, so long for now.
I've been walking in the same way as I did, missing out the cracks in the pavement and tutting my heel and strutting my feet. Is there anything I can do for you, dear? Is there anyone I could call? No, and thank you, please, madame. I ain't lost, just wondering. Round my hometown, memories of phrase. Round my hometown, ooh, the people I've made. How the wonders of my world, how the wonders of my world, how the wonders of this world are the wonders of now.
kind of exit he gets. Oh, they're gonna be so close.
Davey really close. That's gonna move Burzlex in the lead of the championship.
Oh, there goes Noah Joyce. Noah Joyce looking to the inside now. He's looking for his first ever USORL Cup Series win.
Comes off turn 4, but Barnes at the inside. Barnes can't quite get there.
Coming to the checker flag. All the all three of them around.
Tommy's gonna throw it in deep here. Davey's gonna throw it in deep too. Davey has to get to the grass. Colby gets to the grass. They're both sideways.
Looks like he can coast from here. He's gonna do it. Sean Whitehill's gonna win at Michigan. Oh my goodness.
Here comes Tommy Bordeaux with the 57 to steal.
From my hometown, memories are fresh from my hometown. Ooh, the people I met, yeah. Do dilly da 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 da, yeah. Do dilly da 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 da, do 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 do, oh, yeah. All the wonders of my world, all the wonders of my world, all the wonders of this world, all the wonders of my world, of my world, yeah, of my world, of my world, yeah.
Yeah, and they're gonna be 3 wide coming to the checker. Never mind, they're gonna be